welcome in my next video for Hip Kit Club. This time I had a pleasure to create a cute mini album using January kits, and it will be a really fast process for a mini album, of course. And first I'm starting with creating a base of my album, and then I will add my pictures. And the whole process of creating an album base took me about 20 minutes or a little less, and I recorded everything. I just speeded it up like 3 times, so you are seeing kind of the full version of creating an album base. I started with picking up 5 pattern papers. You can use 1 or 2 sheets. You can use the same pattern for every page, and I cut them into the 24.5 by 9 centimeters. Remember, I am counting in centimeters, so you have to recount this. And after I have my pages cut, I fold them the way I have 12 centimeters, half centimeter, and 12 centimeters, creating pages with a little bit of the thickness between the sides. So it's 24.5 by 9 centimeters, which gives me the pages that are like this. And I have 5 pages. Don't bother the other side of the pattern paper if it doesn't match your project, because it will be covered with another page. So only pay attention to the pages you really want to be visible in your mini album. And we will be creating kind of a folding album. I don't know how to say it in English in a different word. You will see at the end what I was talking about. So we're just gluing pages together, changing the direction of the fold. So we'll have folding right, left, folding right, folding left, folding right, and folding left. It will be like 5 pages combined together. And after we will have the inner pages, we will create a cover for the album. And I think it's the last page. So this is how the inner part of an album look. And now it's time to create covers. My covers are 14 by 11 centimeters, and I created them this size because I wanted them to be slightly bigger than the pages of my album. But if you want to have pages smaller, not pages, the covers smaller, you can make them smaller. And I cut the covers from the white cardboard, and now I need a paper to glue them around, and I cut a slightly bigger paper. It doesn't have to be a very precise size, because we just want to cover the cardboard. So we'll be bending the pages, the edges of the paper. Sorry, it's very late and I'm so tired already, and all I dream about is to go to sleep, but I wanted to record this because it will be a busy day tomorrow too. So I am folding the sides, the edges of my paper to cover the edges of the cardboard. And as you could see just a few seconds ago, I cut off the edges of the paper. I didn't cut right next to the corners. I left like 2 millimeters in each corner. Thanks to that, it will fold nicely without showing the cardboard from beneath. And this is what we get after gluing around the cover. We'll do exactly the same with the second cover, and all we need to do is to hide the piece of the cardboard that is still visible with another piece of paper, but you can decide the paper you want to use later. I used the pieces of paper I already had on my desk because I wanted to kind of finish the papers I already started, but you can use different patterns. You can use each paper from the kits. It's all up to you. My pictures are white, red, and navy colors because my daughters have dresses in those colors. That's why I decided to use those colors as primary colors in my album. And now I am cutting the papers down to the size I need to cover the part of the cardboard that is still visible. I'm just applying glue over this piece of paper, and now I'm gluing it down, and I repeat it twice with each part of the cover. And my album is almost done. All I have to do is to glue the pages inside it, and after I will embellish the pages, I will decorate the cover and add a ribbon that will tie everything together so the album won't fall apart. And now is the part when I am adding the pages to the covers. I am applying a layer of double-sided tape because I am run out of glue, almost run out of glue, and I'm waiting for my order from the shop to arrive. And this is the part I recorded one day, and I have my glue being delivered, and I finished the album the next day. So you will see it like in two parts, but you won't know it because you will see everything recorded and edited together. And this is the part where I usually kind of group my pictures and attach them temporarily to the pages using paper clips, because I want to plan where every picture should go, and I'm using paper clips so I don't have to glue the pictures already down. I can decide later if I don't want to change anything, and I have everything organized and I am ready to start embellishing my album. It's the other day. I have my glue so I can work on the inner pages. And because I left like a half of the centimeter between the pages, I have some area to add dimension, and the album won't be like too bulky. Each picture will have a layer of cardboard beneath it, so it will make the album a little bit more dimensional. And I'm playing with my new toy. This is a fine line applicator, and I added some glue inside, but I think it's a little bit too thick, so I have to think about the different glue to add it to the fine line applicator. But I'm already loving it. No glue is spilling around and my fingers are clear. I am using bits and pieces from the January kits, and all you can see above the album is the elements I picked from the kits that might work with my album. It doesn't mean I will use everything I have up there, but it's really easy and convenient to have everything in the eyesight and just grab things to add them to the album. And this is what I always do when it comes to making mini albums. I always kind of make a kit. I already have a kit because I'm working with the kids from the Kit Club, but I narrow down the kit to the elements that I am sure I will be able to use, and I put away elements that won't match my album. In this case, I put away everything that was yellow because I knew I didn't want to add anything yellow to my pages in this album. And I'm trying to keep it everything pink, blue, navy, and red. So I also am picking the letters from this pretty puffy alpha stickers from Pink Fresh Studio in matching colors. And I'm only showing you how I am embellishing the first set of pages. The rest is basically the same. I just try to find elements matching my pages. And this is how it all looks after I embellished it. I will show you everything on the pictures at the end of the video. And now it's time to add the ribbons. I am attaching them to the back cover only. And then I will be able to tie them together to close the album. I used a double-sided sticky tape, so it's nothing fancy. Of course, you can use some other adhesive if you want. And now I'm decorating the cover. I will use the leftovers, the things I didn't use for the inner pages. As you can see, I used almost everything I prepared for myself. I only have some bits and pieces from the ephemera left, a few of those layered heart stickers because the colors doesn't match the album, and this is how the album looks when it's closed. And now I will add title. I decided to use this celebrate word from Hooray Tickers, and I will also add love. So the title of this album will be Celebrate Love. I will make a love using different font. Those are some tickers. I think they are from Shimel's collection, and I will add love on the cover too. So my cover is almost done. All I need to do is to glue down the stickers because, as you know, they do not stick well, so additional drop of glue is always welcome if you don't want them to unstick later and you will not lose the letters, which happened to me a few times when I just pull out the layout to see that I only have a part of the title on it. And I'm finishing my layout adding those adorable glitter dots from Shimel's, and I'm closing the album to see if it's everything working together, and this is how it looks. You can of course change the size of the album. It's really easy to just customize it to your needs. And I first printed pictures so I knew how big they are, and then I decided what size of album should I create to fit my pictures. But if you have a bigger pictures, you can use them. I forgot I also embellished the back part of the cover with the big present and some bird in the circle. And this is the finished album. This is how it looks on pictures. The colors are more like they are in real life, and it really took me like I would say 2 hours in total to finish this album, so it wasn't a lot of work to do. It take me 3 hours to create layout sometimes, so it was really a fast and easy process. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check the Hip Kit Club site for more details and to purchase the kits. Bye bye.